The time right now is 1:11 a.m. actually. It is July 14th, and in another day, less than 24 hours, or about 24 hours, we will be halfway into Artfight. And I have done nothing. So this is the thing, right? Originally I had recorded a video early on in the month. Actually, not even in this month, last month, early on last month, around maybe a few days before the starting of Artfight. So originally I wanted to make a video about trying to balance responsibilities and not being too hard on yourself. And I think I need a little bit of that video if I'm being honest with you. I wanted to do a few attacks. My goal was to do less than I did last year. For context, I had done Artfight last year. It was my first year. This would be my second one. I had done 14 attacks. So I wanted to do less than 14, but I kind of thought that I would be further along. So this is my thing, right? Is Artfight is a really fun event, and I enjoyed doing it last year, and I really wanted to participate this year, especially since many of my friends are joining this year. And I do still plan on doing at least some Artfight. I very much will make sure that I attack the people who attacked me this year. I think my heart kind of goes back and forth with it, right? Because I see so many videos about Artfight and so many people making content around Artfight that I feel like I want to get in there. I want to get in there, bro. However, I know that the position that I am in now is incomparable to the position I was last year. So last year, I was able to do so many attacks because I had done live stream on Twitch, and I did all my attacks like kind of live streaming it and then worked on it like afterwards. This year is a bit different because I have multiple different projects that I've been putting a little bit of time into. Originally, I wanted to debut 2 models already. However, they've been put on the back burner due to me opening up commissions. And you're probably sitting here wondering, Reaper, why did you open up commissions? Look. Honestly, I wanted to do Artfight with everything involved in my life right now, just because it was something that I felt that I would have a lot of fun with. I had a lot of fun last year, and making art for other people really fills me with a lot of joy. Being able to give art to someone who is either a beginner or even a master or whatever, honestly, would just make me happy. I love drawing original characters. I love giving to people who I feel like are overlooked, especially when it comes to art skill and things like that. I don't know. I really wanted to be able to do it because it seemed as though Artfight would be a gift to myself. And that's why I didn't want to give it up for this month, even though I had so many things going on in my life. Also, mind you, Artfight is an event where you could join at any moment. So I thought that it would be okay, as well as it's not a requirement to do very detailed or in-depth work, as well as, you know, you can pretty much just do whatever you want in terms of how much or how little, or even when you submit it, right? So it seemed like the least amount of stress that it would have for this month, but also being something that would be a lot of fun for me. So many things have been happening in my life, and I feel as though I've been pushing back so many of my own personal deadlines, where I'm like, I'm usually not this bad at like project management for myself, right? So I had pushed back the model for the night model constantly. And then I had so many people reaching out to me asking about commissions, like commission work, whether it be for merchandising or it be something as simple as a profile picture or even an emote. So with all of these responsibilities, I thought that this would be a good chance for me to try to manage them. However, and this is where we get to the bad part. However, I feel like I have inherently failed. I'm taking the responsibility. I failed because I have been trying to balance multiple aspects of my life, right? Because we already covered, I stream on Twitch, but I also stream on YouTube. So I multi-stream now. Lately, I have only been doing commissions on stream. So many of the people who commission me are able to come in and ask for like feedback or like, you know, be comfortable with that kind of setup, which is really nice for me because it's instant feedback. The second aspect of it is I have a second YouTube channel. And I upload gaming content to that, which is literally this thumbnail that you are looking at right now. So I usually upload edited down VODs of my content into that YouTube channel. And so far I have drawn the thumbnails whether it be like a meme, like my very first video had like a little the Joker meme, and then all the other ones I have hand drawn myself, which has obviously taken some time. So this is where we're getting to like the conflict of interest, right? Where I want to be able to find a way to maintain so many of my projects without cutting away so many, if that makes sense. So when it comes to commissions, I'm planning to only open up a certain amount of slots, and then that's it. When it comes to YouTube videos, I'm planning on trying to make a schedule for it. And when it comes to this channel, which is my beloved Reprieve, I want to be able to put out maybe one long form content every now and then to be able to cut down some of my videos. But again, these are all projects that I'll be doing throughout the year, but Artfight only takes place in July. So it's a huge disappointment for myself, if I'm being honest with you, because I wanted to start by now. And there's really nothing stopping me from like stopping working on this and then working on an Artfight attack, if I'm being completely honest with you. It is hard because I wanted it to be on stream as well. And unfortunately, you know, I only stream for maybe like 3 hours to maybe 4 or 5. That's pretty much my streaming schedule. And even though I stream most days of the week, it feels as though I just do not have enough time for everything. And I think as a person, as a creative, as someone who manages themselves, I think it's a hard thing to kind of admit, right? To be honest about. Because I love working on every single art piece that I do. Like, I really love this. Because this is the thing, right? I had pushed back this video for 2 weeks because of a multitude of reasons. Right now, my living situation has changed, unfortunately, as well as like my general ability to edit is very low. So I didn't even know how to audio balance like this video. It will most likely have audio balancing just because that's what I've been doing on the previous video, which is going to be for my gaming channel. One of the biggest side projects that I had to do was to re-record lines for the Inconveni video, as well as like place them in, add more text, you know, and then edit it down, also make clips and sections. So it wasn't going to be a simple video to edit, and I knew that it was going to take me a while. So that's why I asked for more time, or like made sure that my audience knew that it was going to have a longer period to upload. But this is where I'm getting at, is I feel like I really made a huge mistake in trying to navigate everything at once. I really wanted to see if I could do it, if I could manage all the projects very consistently. But unfortunately, no. Like, if I didn't care so much about the quality, I probably could have done better, if I'm being honest, keeping up with all the deadlines and things like that, my personal deadlines. Because at the end of the day, I value my commissions the most because of the amount of money people are paying for me. And I want to make sure that I give them a quality product so I don't necessarily rush my commissions. I'm very clear and communicative of when they start or when they will start. So this is where I'm getting at, is that with doing commissions, with doing my personal projects on YouTube, as well as editing and learning editing, because if you don't know how to do something, it does take you quite a bit of time. And then the final straw, Artfight, my priorities lied on the 2 projects that I have been working on the most, which leaves Artfight to the 3rd position. My priority now has changed, if I'm being honest with you. I originally wanted to make like a kind of a mini event where I would be able to draw everyone's OC on Artfight and be able to do more like live streams about Artfight. However, it's just not in the cards, and I kind of just have to accept that. I kind of just have to like live with that, because again, I value getting the artwork done over making content out of that, if that makes sense. I've realized that me drawing for hours a day, hours and hours and hours a day, I feel like it's always a balance, right? Of making sure that you feel good, making sure that you feel okay. Because for me, I don't necessarily struggle with wrist pain all that often, but I struggle with the hand, like the amount of grip that I have in my pencil, right? So I don't know. I think this video, I just want to talk about my thoughts and my general feelings about it, because I know there's a lot of people who are also like me, who I think really wanted to do more for this year, however, haven't even started. And that's the thing, I'm still going to do it. I'm still going to make sure that I do my revenges that I wanted to. But I think I'm going to try to be more realistic with my goals. I think that's what I'm gonna do. And also, like, I don't want to make it come off as though I'm like beating myself up over everything. This was purely a test for me and to see if I could do it. And unfortunately, it's looking bad. I don't think so. So I'm going to do what I can and to make changes where I can. After I'm done with the first commission that I do, I'm going to go ahead and get started on the second one, because my first commission is probably going to be the most intensive. So I'm going to make sure that I talk to my second client that, hey, your emote's going to be a little, I'm going to start on it a little late. Things like that, right? Making sure that you're being communicative. So if you are also a smaller creator or someone who just honestly has a lot of projects and is managing a lot of things, whether it be projects, whether it be work, whether it be streaming or content creation, and you still want to do Artfight, this is your video in a sense of it's okay. Because even though I'm saying all these things, how busy I am, I still want to do Artfight and I'm still committed to Artfight. Like, I will guarantee you guys that, you know, I'm going to be attacking, at the very least, the two people who attack me, which is Snoo and Bissily. Because that's honestly my priority. And if that's only what I get done, those two, then honestly, that's fine. Because many of my friends, I can literally draw them whenever I want. I just want to make sure that I meet my expectations, which is 1, doing less than I did last year, which will not be a problem. But 2, making sure that I give back to everyone who attacks me, in whatever case, shape, or form. That's just my general thoughts on it. How are you guys feeling about Artfight? Have you already, well, honestly, if you're already uploading, then you've already beaten me. Let's be real, you already beaten me. But yeah, I hope you guys are having a good Artfight. And if you're also in the camp as me, I hope that you are not beating yourself up too much. Artfight will happen again next year, so there's no need to, you know, stress over it this year. Be sure to be kind to yourself and be kind to others. Be sure to like and subscribe. I shall see you guys in the next one. Until next time.